Right, we've just ordered ourselves a wood-fired pizza oven to go outside, as recommended by Jamie Oliver. Now, the interesting thing about these is that they weigh an absolute ton, literally. It comes in a big box, delivered like this, and there's a stand inside which you erect, and you have to lift the oven, which weighs probably about 180 kilos, onto a stand. The idea is you get 4 people to do it, but unfortunately I don't have 4 rugby players that to lift this onto a stand. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this just with one person. You see on the box here it's saying 201 kilos, but obviously when we can strip the stand out and 1 or 2 other bits and pieces, we should be faced with a load of about 170 kilos. This is the stand the pizza oven has got to sit on. It lifts the oven up about 93 centimetres from the ground. So using a step ladder, which can take 125 kilos on both legs, giving you a total of 250 kilos, and a block which fits in the top of the 2 rungs. I'll show that in more detail in a minute. We purchased an electric winch from Toolstation, and this gives us the capacity to lift this oven off the ground, slide the stand underneath, and then lower the pizza oven back down on top of it. Now, we've just done a test with an old table, and we've sat 2 people on there with the same weight as a pizza oven, and it seems to have lifted it absolutely perfectly. So we'll see how we go. This is the cross section of timber that we've made to fit in the top rungs of the ladder. It's made from a short section of a railway sleeper, 2 grooves each side, 30mm by 30mm, and the whole piece extends about 310mm long. The block of wood we made is a railway sleeper, angled the 2 sides and strapped it round with some building straps, drilled some holes to take the lifting mechanism, and that seems to create a very snug fit. The straps hold itself in position, and the heavier the load goes on it, it pulls the ladder tighter into the training block. So that's all fairly safe. The loading winch has got safety cut out, so if you take it too high that cuts off. The other important thing to note is that the ladder has some cross bracing in terms we've fixed up a guy rope from the top of the ladder, securing it to this summer house, and tensioned that, and also there's a rope, a tensioning strap going through to a tree, thus stopping the whole mechanism toppling over when it gets under load. So it's pretty rigid because it's fixed from 4 points really, the 2 verticals going up in one direction and the 2 cross bracings at the top, so fairly safe. This is the pizza oven sort of stripped down to the minimum size you can get in terms of taking all the equipment off it. The door's been taken off, the flue's been removed, and these are the handles which are expected to lift it up by 1 person on each of these handles, which would be lifting a load of about 45 kilos each, which you need to be pretty fit to do that, and when you're my age I can't really do that, and nor can many of my friends, to be quite honest. So we're going to see if we can do this with just 1 person. Right, I've installed some buggy wheels under the pizza oven, 2 sets of these, which are standard buggy trolleys which we've purchased from Lidl, and you can see these are now fitted under the oven, and all that remains now is to try and pull this across the place where we're going to install the oven. It's much lighter now to move as a result of that. You can see it drags quite easily forward. stop. Right, we've now got it all ready prepared for the big lift, so it's just literally a case of taking it up 1 metre and sliding the frame underneath. So there we have it, job done and all ready to start the firing up process and through in the oven ready to use for some glorious pizzas. Right, the pizza is alight.